Little Sandie learning the place command. Basically all it is teaching her to get on the bed, stay on the bed until we release her or recall her off, even if there's stuff going on around her. Good. Way harder than it looks. Good girl, Sandie. See what I mean? We introduce triggers. She impulsively steps off the bed. She learns not to. She gets back on. We repeat the trigger, and she says, oh, this time I'm going to stay.
And then she decides to lay down.
And then she decides to lay down, which is more commitment.
Yes.
But we don't want to teach the place command and have it fall apart if her owner opens up a door.
Good. That's right. Isn't that something that you can teach it easy?
Yeah, and everyone is like, oh, yeah, they know place, but they don't stay. It's like, well, that doesn't really matter.
Because the teaching part of, let's say, put it this way. The stuff that we're teaching the dog is so easy that they learn it like this. The thing that we have trouble with, I think that people have trouble with is getting a dog to listen. Mm-hmm. The dog can know something and not listen. And therein lies the problem.
Yes.
So they, from rep 1, just about all the dogs that come through know what you're saying when you say get on the bed. You know what I mean?
They say, I don't want to.
Yeah, they know what you're saying when you say, hey, stay, or come here, right? It's almost naturally. It's a matter of listening. So the way we do it is, yes, we teach them it, but we do it also with context to show them what not to do. So they can make the mistake, get a consequence, and then learn how to remedy it by going back. And what happens is the dog tries all the mistakes. They try them all. And then they say, none of those worked, but this did. And then they commit themselves. And therefore, then you get a dog who's proved, who's solid, right? Good. And there's no anxiety when it's got all said and done because they've already made all the mistakes. They've already tried it all. Okay? Where it falls apart at home, if we're trying to do this, if we're trying to teach our dogs place, is if our dog gets on place and then they make, or any command, and then they leave the command prematurely and we have no way to hold them accountable with punishment, right? So then we're just like, oh, whoops, no, get back on there. And then you can tell the dog to get back on there, but they're like, I don't really want to. And then you're like, oh, then I guess you're not getting back on the bed. There's nothing I can do. Darn it, she won't get on the bed. And then that's it, and that's where it goes. So you have to have a balanced system here. You have to be, before you even start the training, you have to know that you can deliver a punishment and you can deliver a reward, right? You need both to be able to say, don't do that, do this. If she gets off and there's no punishment, there's no way to hold her accountable, guess what? She gets a...
Joke's on you.
Yeah. She's like, dude, if we didn't get pulled over for speeding, I know we'd be speeding all the time. Good. So, you can see a little bit of punishment goes a long ways. She had a consequence when she stepped off. The pressure was on the whole time. She went back to the bed, she turned it off. She decided to lay down. Okay, and now she even feels better because she tried. It didn't work. This did work. When she listened, I said, good girl, I'm proud of you. And that's the reward.
The reason she got kicked out of daycare was incessant barking around other dogs.
Yeah.
Nice work, Sandie!